Hi, so I'm Melissa Taylor, and today I'm going to share about patience. Patience is actually a virtue, and it actually does take time to really deeply understand it and allow it to actually come into your life. A good example for me was last year in 2022 when I had breast cancer. I needed to experience, more patience with my body as it healed and went through, many rounds of treatment with chemo, surgery, and recovering from surgery, and also the radiation as well. And so, what I noticed about last year is that I had a lot going on. I started a new full time job, which I absolutely loved, and I was commuting. And my commute would be anywhere from 3 hours to 5 hours initially for the first sort of half of last year. So that's pretty big. But what I really noticed is that I didn't have much capacity to do anything else outside of, treatment and taking care of myself. And so on the weekends and at night, I just made sure there was lots of self-care time and, just spending time, relaxing, meditating in bed, because I knew if I didn't, it would, my healing just would take longer, my recovery would be longer, and I still, had some energy to do things, but I just didn't have nearly as much as, before or what I do now. So, and patience is something that I've had to learn previously as well in life, and it is a really wonderful thing, particularly when you want to plant some new seeds, you want a fresh start or a new beginning, and you want to work towards some intentions or goals that you've set for yourself. And this is where patience is really, really needing to be embraced, because there's that time between when you plant the seed, you set the intention of what you want to achieve, and then later down the track, achieving your goal or intention. And so patience is really, really needed between that process, because, a farmer doesn't go and dig up the seeds to see what's happening with his crop. No, that, they actually just trust that things will happen. And, there's all the weather and environmental pieces that come into that. But they, go off and they do other things and then come back to the crop, and that metaphor is something that we need to apply for our lives as well. It's about taking action towards your intentions and your goals, but it's also about resting and recuperation and not taking action as well. It's a combination and a balance of taking action and resting. And when you rest and you go within or you experience introspection, you can actually get more information that's going to help you with your actions. So that's why it's really, really important. It's not about constantly doing. And it's really okay to embrace that time where you feel like you just don't, really feel like you've got energy to do any more actions. If you've taken actions, it's absolutely wonderful to really experience that rest and, really embrace that period. And just know that, more things will come into your life as you go through that period of time where you're wanting to achieve your goal and intention. So it's not about it being attached to that outcome. It's actually about allowing the fullness of time to bring you more information on what you want to achieve. I hope this has inspired you today, and make sure, you're planting some new seeds for what you want to create and working on what you want to achieve. Okay, here's to living your fullest life.